Hands down, one of the most underrated cuts of meat in barbecue is the pork tenderloin. It's cheap, it cooks fast, and it's delicious. Why don't more people cook it? I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm starting with 2 packages of pork tenderloin. Now I paid $2.49 a pound for these tenderloins, and I gotta tell you, that's an amazing price. Now I know the package says $2.99 a pound, but these were on sale for $2.49 a pound. So I paid right at $15 for these 4 pork tenderloins, and I gotta tell you, that's an amazing price compared to brisket. So beef prices are really high right now, and I'm really surprised that a lot more people are not cooking more pork, especially barbecue joints. I mean, at $2.49 a pound, brisket is close to $6.50 a pound. This is less than half the price, and it's really good as well. So I'm just taking these pork tenderloins out of the package. I'm gonna dry up the surface. So I've been to a ton of barbecue joints, and not one sold pork tenderloin. Can you imagine? So simple to cook, so tasty, and at $2.49 a pound, that is a steal. So there's a little bit of silver skin right here. I'm just gonna take that off real quick. Just slide my knife under that silver skin, just like that. Lift it up and come back the other way, just like that. So a lot of people confuse the pork tenderloin with the pork loin. They're 2 different cuts of meat. They come from the same area, but these pork tenderloins are known as the filet mignon of pork. And I gotta tell you, they're really nice and tender, and if cooked properly, they're nice and juicy as well. The pork loins are obviously 10 times this size. They're really big as well, and those are also underutilized and unappreciated in barbecue. So just a small strip of silver skin on each one of these pork tenderloins. Again, super easy to remove. So pork tenderloin will also have a really thin tail like this, almost like a tri-tip. You can leave it on there or trim it off if you want. I'm gonna leave it on. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of wash your sister sauce as a binder on each one of these tenderloins, just a little bit. This sauce is gonna add some amazing flavor and give our rubs something to stick to as well. Now pork tenderloins cook pretty fast. I gotta tell you, this is a perfect weeknight meal. You can prep it in the morning or the day before. Come back the next day after work, grill them up or smoke them, reverse sear, however you want to do it, and you'll end up with an amazing dinner. So I'm applying 2 different rubs to these tenderloins. The first one is this primetime seasoning from PS Seasoning. This is an amazing buttery flavored rub. It's got some onion, parsley, nothing but deliciousness. What I love about this rub is it's not overly salty, so you can add a ton to get that flavor you want. The second rub that I'm using, that's right, you guessed it, my all-time favorite PS Seasoning rub, Notorious PIG. Gonna add quite a bit of this as well. This rub right here has got a good smoky flavor. It's got some red pepper flake in there for a little bit of heat. This is gonna be so good. So I'm prepping these pork tenderloins in the morning. I'm gonna come back later this evening and I'm gonna show you guys how I cook them up. Meanwhile, I'm gonna put them in a Ziploc baggie, leave them there for about 7 hours, and I'll bring you guys right back. Oh, and yes, I am tossing this in my fridge. Stay tuned. All right, so it's been 8 hours since I put my tenderloins in the fridge, and I wanna show you guys my smoker setup. So I'm smoking these tenderloins on my Pitts and Spits Maverick 1250, and I wanna show you guys this awesome attachment. So there's a basket that sits inside of the smoker right next to that fire pot. You can actually drop some chunks of wood in there to create more smoke flavor. Now the nice thing is you do not have to remove your heat deflector or your deflector plate. There's actually a slide for these chunks of wood. You would just remove the grate on the far right side and slide down a piece of wood, and that'll fall inside of that basket. I gotta tell you, that basket right there with those chunks of wood is a great way to add more smoke flavor to your barbecue. And by the way, whoever invented that basket, you're a genius. All right, so I'm setting the temperature on my smoker at 225 degrees. And as always, I'm using Smokin Pecan pellets. I gotta tell you, I've said it before and I'll say it again, if you're not using smoking pecan, you are missing out. These pellets right here produce the more smoke and the best flavor out of any pellet on the market. Those smoking pecan pellets, along with the chunks of wood that I'm using, are gonna give these tenderloins an amazing flavor. I'm gonna go grab those tenderloins and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, our smoker's almost up to temperature. Let's go ahead and load up our tenderloins. And by the way, are you guys keeping track of how many times I say tenderloins? All right, so I'm placing this rack on the top shelf just to make it easy to transport the tenderloins inside and outside of the smoker. Man, the aroma from those smoking pecan pellets is absolutely amazing. So check out these tenderloins. These are gonna cook really fast, so that's why I highly recommend that you marinate them for a few hours. In my case, it was 8 hours. So what happens when you pre-season your meat like this and let it rest for 8 hours or more is the salt that's in the seasoning is going to draw a lot of that moisture out of the tenderloin and suck in the flavoring of that seasoning. All right, I'm going to slide the shelf in. I'm looking for an internal temperature of 125 degrees. When that happens, I'll bring you guys right back. All right, and just like that, it's been 1 hour and 25 minutes. Let's take a look at these tenderloins. Slide that shelf out a bit. Now we should be close to 125 degrees internal, right in the middle. 123, that's good right there. This larger one, 113, I'm gonna make that work. The smaller one is 116, I'm gonna make that work. And 120 on the back one. All right, so I'm gonna crank up the temperature. We're gonna go up to 500 degrees. All right, so very carefully lift the middle grate, and I am wearing some heat gloves, okay? So I'm gonna remove this plate right here on my heat deflector, and I'm just gonna slide it to the left. All right, so I'm gonna reach in there and slide this other heat diffuser to the left, just like that. As you can see, our flame is exposed. I'm gonna slide that grate back on there. All right, I'm gonna slide the top shelf out. I'm gonna let that grate get really nice and hot. Now I'm gonna be saucing up these tenderloins, but I don't wanna get the inside of my smoker full of barbecue sauce, so I've got some foil right here. Place the rack on top of the foil. All right, let's sauce up these tenderloins. I'm using my homemade barbecue sauce. You guys can use whatever your favorite barbecue sauce is. Look at that. So my barbecue sauce does have a raspberry flavor, although there's no raspberry or raspberry flavoring in the sauce itself. All right, brush that on. And now for the fun part. We're gonna put a sear on these bad boys. I'm doing 2 at a time. Get a nice sear on these. I'm looking for 140 degrees. Check that out. Is that a beautiful shot or what? So I'm doing the rest of this cook with the smoker lid all the way open. Look at that sear. That's exactly what we want. Guys and gals, that char right there is nothing but flavor. So we're about 1.5 hours into this cook, and these pork tenderloins are almost ready. I'm gonna take them to 140 degrees. Just keep rotating them just like this. Once they're ready, I'm gonna let them rest for about 15 minutes, wrapped in foil, and I'll see you guys inside. Stay tuned. All right, so the pork tenderloins are ready, and the total cook time was 1 hour and 40 minutes. Again, I wrapped them in foil. They have been resting for about 15 minutes. Let's take a look at them. The aroma in this kitchen is insane. Look at that. These are like giant money mussels. For those of you guys that are into barbecue competitions, you know what I'm talking about. Look at that, they're still really nice and hot. Whoo, baby. I'm gonna grab a couple of these. I'm gonna pour some of these juices over the tenderloin. Whoo, yes, look at that. So pork tenderloin is ready to eat at 145 degrees. I took these to 140 degrees and let that residual temperature or carryover temperature get us to 145. All right, you guys ready for this? Look at this. Oh, yes. How about that? Can you see that? Man, these are dripping juices. I'm gonna squeeze it just for the video, but do not do this at home. Look at that. It is dripping, it is so juicy. Perfect little smoke ring. Oh yeah. So these tenderloins will be a little bit more well done on these thinner edges, but these are perfect right here in the middle. Look at that. Man, this is money right here. You know what, call me crazy, but this kind of smells like steak. And it's coming from that char on the outside of these tenderloin. All right, check this out. I am so ready to taste these. Let's give them a taste. All right, let's give this pork tenderloin a try and see how we did. Nice and juicy, nice smoke ring, perfect char on the outside. Here we go. Man, I gotta tell you, this pork tenderloin is out of bounds delicious. Can you guys imagine pulling up to a barbecue joint and ordering a pound, maybe 2 pounds of this reverse seared tenderloin? Come on guys, jump on this pork wagon. This is absolutely delicious. Everything about this tenderloin is perfect. The seasoning, the smoky flavor, that char on the outside, the sauce that got charred on the outside as well. This is money. Man, I better put an end to this video before I finish all of this tenderloin. All right, just one more. So when's the last time you guys cooked up a reverse seared tenderloin? If it's been a while, give this recipe a try. It is so darn good. And once again, that Maverick 1250 from Pitts and Spits worked absolutely perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed this tenderloin video. If this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit Barbecue. See ya. All right, one more.